Welcome to this unboxing and setup video of the iPad Vibration Analyzer. What I have before me here is a box that we would send out to the customer. This is the iPad with VibePro installed and accelerometer and some other things inside. What I'm going to show you today is just unboxing that and setting it up and showing you which things are important to keep for your records. So let me first start by simply unboxing this package here. So inside is an iPad mini with the analyzer and all the other appropriate things. So as you can see before you, we use bubble wrap to secure it, and here is the iPad mini inside. So at the very top you'll see your accelerometer, coiled cable, and this is the first part of your system here. Next up will be your iPad. So here is the iPad, and it's already in its box, ready to be configured. Next up is simply the box that your iPad shipped from Apple to us. So that is what comes in your box. That's all. If you got the balancing system, there'll be some additional things, and likewise you have additional apps if you order those through us. So inside of the iPad box, you're going to have some valuable information that you want to keep for your records and safekeeping. So first off, you'll have this sheet of paper here. This sheet of paper, iPad Vibration Analyzer information, iCloud, and Apple ID. That's what this paper is here. What this has is the iCloud email address that is assigned to that iPad, the first name, last name, the security question that you'll need if you need to reset that password. You'll have the serial number, the calibration number of this accelerometer. So every single accelerometer has a certain calibration number. To get readings from this on your iPad, you need to keep that number to use in the future. We currently have it set up for you, but if you ever uninstall the app or want to use a new iPad, you'll need the calibration number that's on this piece of paper to do that. So that is there. The sensor serial number is also there, and you'll also have the calibration certificate. And this is all important things to keep, so you have for your records, and also if you need to set up new iPads, important information is contained on this sheet of paper here. In the box you'll also have the charger for your iPad and some additional getting started things from Apple themselves. So now let's get to turning your iPad on and attaching the accessory to get VibePro up and running. So to turn your iPad on, we ship it off. Just simply hold this top button called the sleep wake button for about 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, you'll see the little Apple logo, and it will turn on at that point. So it'll take 30 seconds or so for the iPad to fully turn on. So after this turns on, you're going to want to connect your accelerometer to the DAQ box. So on the bottom of your iPad is the DAQ box. To plug your iPad into it, it's pretty simple. You'll basically want to line up the 3 pins on this cord to the 3 pins in the box. And we have channel 1, channel 2, they're labeled appropriately, so make sure you also plug it into the appropriate channel. So channel 1 for most people here. So I'm just going to line these up here. And once you line them up, you just push in and start spinning this little rotating piece here. So once they line up, just start spinning that in, and it should plug in quite easily that way. It can be a challenge the first time doing this, so if you're having problems, you're not alone. It can be a learning process trying to get it plugged in for the first time. So here I have it all plugged in. You can see the top here where everything is plugged in there. So you may need to sit down on a table to do this. It's very hard to do this freestanding, but once you have some experience with it, it becomes much more doable. So let's get into the iPad itself and show you a couple things on the device. First off, in the Photos app are two things. So in the Photos app, you'll have a screenshot of that calibration. So that screenshot of that calibration number is there as a backup in case you misplace that paper that you should not throw away. And also in that this Photos app is a 16-minute and 48-second video. And I highly encourage you to watch this video. What this will do is guide you through the basics in using your iPad. It'll teach you some tips and tricks and some other really appropriate things for you when you use the VibePro application. So it helps you understand the fundamentals of the iPad, and it'll make you a little bit better and more proficient at using VibePro as a result of that. So that's another thing in the Photos app to watch for. Outside of that, you have email on your device, and what we have as far as email is kind of the welcome to iCloud email and things like that. So there's some things in there to note. On here is also the Dropbox app. You need to create the account though. So there is a separate video that I've done which walks you through creating your Dropbox account, linking it up to VibePro. I would highly encourage you to watch that video as well. That might be something worth watching for many of you who have difficulties with Dropbox. So outside of that, we're going to now launch the VibePro application. And it's on the home screen, and it'll have that red X there if you're not plugged in. So there's two things you need to make sure are plugged in. First off is this lightning connector. Make sure that is plugged into the bottom there, and also make sure that this is plugged in, the accelerometer to the DAQ box. So plug this in to the DAQ box, the lightning connector, and once you do that, it'll go from red to available. And the only other big step you'll need to do is hit the power button on the iPad screen. So once you hit the power button, it'll be turned on, and then hit spectrum, and then you're able to start capturing vibration readings. So I hope you've enjoyed this video where I unboxed an iPad and set it up. And if you have any questions about setting up your iPad, don't hesitate to contact us.